Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I have no excuse why this video is this late. I am so late to the party that it's almost just like, why'd you come? But I had to come because, you know, I love my influencer collab videos. This is on the ItsMyRayeRaye and BHCosmetics collaboration palette. It is a 21 color eyeshadow, highlighter, and contour palette. Now I'm gonna do, you know, eyeshadow with this and highlight, but I'm actually most excited because everyone has been saying that this palette has a shade that is great for my skin tone to contour with, so I'm really excited to try that. So if you want to see how all of this goes and my thoughts on this palette, then just stay tuned. So here are the 15 eyeshadow shades that you get with this palette. I am learning this year to start, you know, kind of planning looks out ahead of time, so I'm not so clueless in video. So I kind of have an idea of what we're going for today. I also tried, you know, like color matching my outfit to what I have in my head. So let's just jump right into it. So I'm just gonna take the shade Control Freak and start putting that as a transition shade. And then the shade Fairy Tale right on top of that. And now I'm gonna use, oh crap, that wasn't Fairy Tale that that was not Fairy Tale that I just used on top of Control Freak. That was called Friday that I put on Control Freak, the shade that I put here. And now I'm gonna use this shade Connie just in this area and to take it a little bit into my crease area. And then a little bit of this black shade called Black Beauty. Right, well, not right over this, but like in my outer V. And Passion as my lid color. Let's go with Passion, and then if I don't like Passion, we'll just throw Tiffany on top. So I'm just gonna speed through the parts that have nothing to do with the palette, you know, primer, foundation, concealer. Alright, I am going to talk really quick about the concealer. You guys might remember not too long ago I tried the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I didn't like that shade. It was a little too red for me, so I ended up getting it in the shade Dolce de Leche. Someone will correct me in the comments. But it still looks kind of yellow. I'm gonna use it in today's video because I want to like this concealer, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Now on to the main event here, highlight and contour. I'm gonna use this shade Brownie Bite to contour. I might have to be careful with this shade because this looks like it'll actually show. Well, damn. All right. For highlight, I guess I'm gonna go with this shade, Radiant. Oh, that's cute. Radiant. Okay, so for lips, I don't have, actually that's loud. I was gonna say I don't have any BH lips to use, and this, collaboration didn't come out with any lips, but I do. I'm just not going to use them. I don't know, maybe I'll do a full face of BH, because I do still need to try out their foundation, so maybe I'll do a full face of BH and try out their lipsticks in there. But I just got this trio set of Colourpop. I don't remember what the set is called, and I kind of want to use all three, so I'm gonna use all three on my lips today. So a little bit about this palette. This retails for $22.50. Capture the ultra chic style of social media beauty maven ItsMyRayeRaye with this essential eye and cheek collection. BHCosmetics ItsMyRayeRaye 21 color eyeshadow highlighter and contour palette features 15 matte and shimmer shadows in a silky blendable formula with rich color payoff plus 3 contours and 3 highlighters to create a refined luminous glow. Now for the eyeshadows, I wouldn't say I found them silky or buttery or anything like that, but they weren't, chalky or they weren't crap eyeshadows. I've tried about 4 eyeshadow palettes from BHCosmetics, 2 being, just regular palettes they released, including the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and 2 being influencer palettes, the Carly Bybel and the ItsMyRayeRaye palette. I've noticed that the collaboration palettes usually have a better formula, so I don't know if those influencers are getting in there and like, no, y'all are gonna come correct today, whatever it is, but I thank them. I do like the formula of these eyeshadows much better than I liked the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And mind you, the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, the second one, is a palette of all colorful shades. I'm talking reds, pinks, yellows, greens, purples, and they weren't that pigmented. I did a video where it didn't really show up that much. And here is a palette which, it's got a little bit color in it, but it's pretty much the neutral, no, not neutral, but you guys know, the regular shades, I guess. I don't know. You guys know what type of palette I'm talking about. The one everyone complains whenever a brand releases, a promo of their palette saying, oh wow, 14 brown and purple shades in one random color. That you guys know what I'm talking about. So even though it is one of those colors, it definitely performs better than the palette they put out that was a whole bunch of bright colors. If you guys could switch to whatever formula you use with these eyeshadows, that'd be great. Okay, they were easy to blend on my skin tone. They were easy to blend and they were pigmented on my skin tone. There was a little kickback in the palette. That's usually never a problem for me. And fallout usually isn't that big of a problem for me, but I do have to mention that I noticed the matte shades, no fallout issues, no nothing. The shimmer shade that I used on my lid, I was a little taken back by how much fallout was coming out just because there was no fallout with the matte shades. But again, it's not that big of an issue for me. Just wipe my face off and I'm good to go. And for the highlight and contour shade, I have tried a contour shade from BH before. It wasn't horrible, but again, it was one of those, it's borderline not showing up on my skin tone, so as I don't use it that much. So definitely came through with, you know, throwing in a contour shade in there that deeper skin tones can use. You know, obviously there are still deeper skin tones who can't use it, but you know, we're stepping in the right direction here. Let this be a lesson, BH, for whatever the next thing is that you release where you're not collaborating with someone. Let this be a lesson to put in a deep contour shade like this and even deeper. And as far as the highlight goes, their highlights that I've tried, you know, whether it was in a palette or whether it was, you know, just a random BH highlight, they've usually been good. There's nothing different here with this highlights. I saw a couple people, you know, before it even launched saying like it looks like she's wearing Trophy Wife on her face. This is not Trophy Wife. It's not even, well, I mean, it's kind of close to the same color, but it's really not. Trophy Wife is really a, you know, like yellow gold, and this is more like just a gold type of highlight. And there are, you know, 3 in there. I could probably only use the last 2, but there are 3 for, you know, different varying skin tones there for the highlight and contour. So I'm all the way here for this palette. You know, it's got its little tweaks there, but there's nothing that would stop me from recommending this palette to anyone who was thinking of trying it out. And it's $22 for eyeshadows and contours. I usually don't like palettes that have everything mixed into one, but it kind of helps with the way that it's designed, that they're not, let me see here, that they're not, let me try not to blind you with this mirror here, that when you close it, they're not closing on each other, if that makes sense. So there are some palettes where, you know, you get lipsticks and highlights and blushes and eyeshadow all in one, and they close on each other, so you end up, you know, getting different kickback residue into other pans. But the way this closes, so it'll close there on that eyeshadow and it'll close here for the highlights and contours, so that's why it's not that big of an issue to me. All right, and that is pretty much it for this video. I hope I was able to answer any questions that you might have, and I hope seeing me use this and hearing some of my thoughts has helped in your decision whether or not you're gonna try this out for yourself. So make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.